say, what I say? I say, YouTube. Good morning, good morning. Well, it's a good morning. If it's your first time rocking with the boy, be the KING, SPR 33. That be me, King Spree. And you locked in with the real estate, tell me. Reporting live from Savannah, Georgia. Decatur where it's crazy. Or whatever Lloyd be saying. The weather about, let's say 65 degrees outside. A couple clouds in the sky, praise to the Most High. We up on this early morning, you hear me? And baby, you've been patiently waiting. You've been so patient. You just waiting around, hoping I drop the mixtape soon. Girl, I promise, you gon' love it. Let me close my window. I'm about to the button broken on the other side, so I gotta have to do that. Anyway, like, comment, subscribe, even before we get into the topic. So, I bet I heard something in the car. I was watching a video. I think this guy name is like FitX, or if you type in like Manosphere Fit, he would pop up. And he was speaking about like the different archetypes of an alpha male. And it got me thinking, like, in my experience of going out, dealing with women, and just being out and about, you know, whether it's Tinder dates, Bumbles, coffee meets bagel, going out to nightclubs, going out to dinner restaurants, one-on-one, meeting girls at school, work, whatever used to happen in my life, in my experience of doing that, you start to realize that there is no one template of guy that women like. There are different versions. You got the women that like the Young Thug version of a guy. You got the women that like the Romeo Santos version of a guy. The Adam Levine. What's the guy named Superman? Henry Cavill, something like that. You get my point. Brad Pitt, Leonardo DiCaprio, so on and so on. Chris Brown. There's different versions for everybody. Drake, LeBron, so on and so on. So for guys, when we're trying to figure out, like, man, how to be the best version of ourselves, and then, you know, because come on, keep it a buck. Most guys, when especially in their teens and 20s, they want to do what girls like. They haven't figured themselves out yet. They're not as confident just be like, yo, I'm going to be the best version of me, and I'll attract whatever comes my way. That's a learned behavior, which is a lot of the reason why older men say you don't even start living until you're 40. You're not even an adult until you're 40, because that's when you kind of know who you are. You have enough resources available and knowledge available to you to be able to now implement said lessons and then live, right? Everything else before that is trial and error. So I'm looking at the video, and he's talking about the archetypes of alpha male, and he's mentioning multiple archetypes, and it got me thinking, like I said, there's no one archetype. Let's take the latest example of this in the movie Creed, which I still haven't seen yet, but I need to go check it out. You got on one side of the spectrum a Michael B. Jordan type. Now, I'm sure a lot of women would think he's seen as like the pretty boy type, well kept, in shape, educated, outfits right, teeth white, you know, so on and so on. He's seen as probably like the pretty boy type, like the boy next door that grew up. Then in that same exact movie, you got Jonathan Majors, which is definitely the opposite of that. He's seen as like the rugged, I was in jail or prison, I got out and I'm trying to claim everything. I saw that in the trailer. I didn't see the movie yet. I got out and I'm trying to claim what's mine. The throne's mine. I'm coming for it. That's the opposite end of the spectrum. If you look at pictures of Jonathan Major before the glow up, most women would not find him attractive based on general consensus, right? He was seen as kind of like a little bit of a loser. Not a little bit, a lot of it. But then the glow up happens. He's in the gym. He's taking care of himself. Still the same face. Still the same person in front of you. But he done became the best version of himself. And now you got women, you know, swooning over him. Same way they swoon over Michael B. Jordan. So my point I'm making is there's no one archetype. you can be whoever you need to be, and you can still be successful with attracting partners. But that's not a lesson you learn until you get older, man. When you're younger, you thinking, man, I need to have the waves with the do-rag, or I need to be have the most kicks, and I gotta have the earrings in right, and I gotta put the Axe body spray on, and I gotta play ball, but also not be too good at ball where I'm taking it serious. I gotta kind of chill. Like, and we look at it like we gotta do all these things, and that's just in your teens, in high school. When you get in your 20s, it gets worse. But then you start thinking, man, I gotta spend all this money. I gotta leave with my wallet. I gotta buy drinks in the club for them first. I have to open the door, be the best guy I can be, and be real nice. And if I be real nice to them, Mama told me if I be real nice, that I'll get me one. I'll get me a wife. And the reality is that it don't go like that. It never go like that. To digress a little bit, I was having a conversation with family members, my mom and my girl in particular, and the conversation kind of escalated to something different, and somehow it got out of control, and my mom said something to the effect of like how to treat a woman, basically. And I was like, Mom, no disrespect, but a woman can't tell a man how to treat a woman. She don't know. She thinks she knows how she wants to be treated, but she don't know. But that's a whole nother conversation for another video. Back to the archetypes of a man. You don't have to be you don't have to be Michael B. You don't have to be something major like Jonathan Majors. And yeah, I got the rhymes, you hear them. You ain't gotta be somebody that's like seen as like, all right, this is the standard and epitome of what a guy should be. And if you're not this, you're not gonna have success. No. There's many dudes that have success. Now, another question is, what is success to you? What means the world to you? Another one is, what means success to you? If success to you is finding that one girl and treating her like your queen, and even if though you don't have a lot of experiences with women, you're happy, then do that. Now, I'm telling you, that's a bad decision to make. Trust me when I say it only backfires. That don't mean you don't treat women great. That just means that in your whole life, only having a few women is going to really hamper you when it comes to attracting or not getting played. And if you want to be on the opposite end of the spectrum and run through them, then also realize that, that can be success too, depending on what your idea of success is. Everybody has different versions. But you don't have to be, you just have to be the best version of yourself. Whether it's a bald head, braids, dreads, waves, skin fade, high skin fade, you heard me? Beard. You gotta have facial hair. You can't walk around with a clean shaven. I'm sorry. I don't know. The only people that can walk around with clean shaven are like, to be honest, nobody, but maybe like a young Italian, not even Italian, like the young white boys like Leonardo DiCaprio back in the day. I think girls see it as being like, okay, he's like, that's his look. But for the most part, you need to have some kind of facial hair, right? You hear me? As long as you're well dressed, as long as you care about your grooming, what cologne you wear, doesn't matter, as long as it smells good, so on and so on. There's so many different ways to climb this mountain. There's so many routes. What they say, there's so many ways to skin a cat. Like, there's so many ways to get the job done, but you got to start working. You hear me? Like, you gotta start working. And some people, they don't see it like that. They see it like, I gotta shoot for one thing, and I used to think like that. I used to think like, if I gotta shoot for this one thing, and if I don't become this one thing. So when I first started in my 20s and I started growing my hair out and I had dreads back in the day, I was like, all right, the template I want to go for is more of like a, I want to be like a dreaded, tattooed kind of guy, right? And in doing that, I'll attract women. At least that's what I thought. Little did I know, well, yeah, you'll attract women, but what kind of women are you going to attract? Is that success to you? And for me, it wasn't. So as a result, I had to tame it back down and figure something different. But all in all, man, you don't have just one archetype that you can be. You can mix and match, but all in all, you shouldn't be trying to be anybody, period. You should try to be the best version of yourself. Whatever that becomes, if that becomes in line with Michael B. Jordan, then so be it. If that becomes in line with Jonathan Majors, then so be it. If that becomes in line with other people, then so be it. But that shouldn't be on your mental. That shouldn't be on your mental in the beginning. What's on your mental in the beginning is, can I be the best version of myself? Can I get my money right? Can I get my education right? Can I get a decent job? How I speak to people right? Can I get how I present material right? How I dress, how I smell, my grooming, my health, my internals. My relationships, can I get all these things right? And by right, I just mean like in order, where I feel confident in each situation. And then from there, I'll attract, along the journey, you're going to attract queens, right? Along the journey to becoming a king, you're going to attract queens. You understand me? But if you are too focused on, I have to look like this, well, then you start being a carbon copy of somebody else and you ain't got the juice like him. What Drake said, you ain't got the juice like that, like you become that. And you don't want to be that. It ain't going to be that. It ain't going to be that. And what y'all think in the comment section? Go ahead and leave me a comment. Y'all believe what I'm saying? Y'all believe that it's one archetype you should be shooting for one archetype as a man or woman? Or should you be just being the best version of yourself? Now, the obvious answer is you should be the best version of yourself. But think about it, because a lot of people idolize celebrities. And they view celebrities as like the end all be all. And a lot of people try to be that version of a celebrity. Like, I like LeBron James a lot. I like the dress. I like how he speaks in interviews, so on and so on. And I guess if I walk outside, I don't think I'm LeBron James, but it's a look that I try to emulate while also being the best version of myself. So there's no shame in saying you picked out somebody and that's kind of how you model yourself after. Now, of course, somebody looking at the videos like, you, LeBron James? Come on, bro. You out here. You must be on some drugs or something, bitch. You must be taking HGH through the nose if you think that. I don't think that. What I'm saying is that some people emulate certain celebrities and doing that, that's what they shoot for. But at the end of the day, you gotta be the best version of you. You hear me? Like the video, comment down below if you agree or disagree. Please let me know. If y'all do have a celebrity in mind that y'all trying to emulate, let me know who it is. Or do you disagree and say you should be the best version of yourself at all times? You hear me? Like, comment, subscribe. This has been a message brought to you by the good people over here at Spree ENT. And I promise it's going to all make sense real soon.